This week's episode of Dynamite features the promotion's newest acquisition, making a debut in the Owen Hart tournament qualifying match against the Bunny, plus John Moxley was in action against Jay Lethal. CM Punk was taking on Max Caster, while Darby, Allin and Andrade hoped to settle their long-standing differences in the main event. So let's get straight into it with CM Punk versus Max Caster. And the match started with the Second City Saints displaying technical superiority over Caster, targeting his shoulder. The Acclaimed member finally found an opening as he methodically attacked Punk's back. Caster then hit a fisherman boner for a close count. Both performers then went for the top rope, from where Punk delivered Hurricane Rana on his opponent, fully taking advantage of a bulldog for a 2 count. Taking advantage of the distracted referee, Burns Mason Toni interference, allowing Caster to go to the top rope for a diving drop. After this, CM Punk hit a pile driver and knocked Caster in the Anaconda device to secure the victory. Post-match, Punk made his intentions of challenging the world title. And yeah, this is a good start for the show. Obviously improving Punk's win-loss record makes sense. And yeah, decent match to kick off the show. It's about time that Punk really went after the world title, so no complaints with this, 7 out of 10. Backstage, MJF and FTR being interviewed. The start of the year tried to put over the Pinnacle was group, but Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood didn't seem enthusiastic about it. Breakup coming potentially. Before we got John Moxley versus Jay Lethal. Lethal off the handshake, but Moxley wasn't interested. The two performers started with some quick reversals, with Mox firmly having Lethal in a side headlock. The former world champ slapped Lethal, leading to the two men exchanging elbows. They turned to the top rope where Lethal pushed Moxley off, with the latter falling on the ropes, and then he followed up with a back-to-back suicider, and moments later was in control as he hit a suplex. Back from the break, Moxley and Lethal looked exhausted as they exchanged punch before the former champ hit a brutal lariat on his opponent, taking him outside. Jay Lethal then went to the top rope when Moxley quickly brought him down and attempted a paradigm shift, but was countered to a beautiful elbow drop for a close call. Moments later, after a failed cradle pin, the AEW former champ hit a paradigm shift out of nowhere to secure the victory. Post-match, Moxley offered a hand to Lethal, and the latter accepted it. So yeah, good bit of sportsmanship, starting the opposite way to which it ended. But the match was really, really fun, and Moxley obviously getting the win makes sense. 7 out of 10. FTR versus the Gun Club is up next. Before the match, MJF came out and joined the commentary team. Harwood and Gunn began things in the match, but the latter tagged in his brother Austin even before landing in the offense. Harwood then tagged in Wheeler, who single-handedly took down the Gun Club. FTR then unleashed some tag offense on Austin Gunn before Billy came in and attacked Wheeler, taking advantage of the distracted ref. The Gun Club gained an advantage. Back from the commercial break, Gun Club continued to wear down Wheeler before the latter managed to tag in Harwood. Backstage, Wardlow made his way through the arena security. However, Mr. Mayhem was eventually stopped at ringside. Back in the ring, Harwood had a face-off with Billy Gunn, but Cash Wheeler just took him down just in the time, after which FTR hit a big rig on Colton to secure the victory. Post-match, MJF ran into the ring to celebrate with FTR, but the champions weren't too pleased with him. This gets a 6 out of 10 from me. It's a decent match, and yeah, just had a quite a little build to MJF Wardlow, which is kind of what we should do in these in-between weeks, really. Jericho was then with his stable mates as he boasted about people across the globe wanted to join the faction. However, they were soon attacked by Santana and Ortiz and Eddie Kingston. The Mad King brought Jericho into the ring where he laid him down with a lights out. Jake Hager and Daniel Garcia then came out to join Jericho in 2.0 as they collectively took out Kingston and Pride and Powerful to his number advantage. The first ever champ then began hitting Kingston with a baseball bat and then had the belt as Mad King shuddered in pain. Finally, the demo kid took Kingston down with a Judas effect. And yeah, just further picking over Jericho's new stable. Wasn't a bad segment at all. About time we had them all coming together for a bit. So yeah, this was good. Backstage, Mark Sterling then revealed that he had chosen Leo Bates as Cargill's 30th opponent, but the champion wasn't pleased. Sterling said Cargill should face Marina Shafir, which the champion accepted. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a great match. Before we got Danielson versus Utah. Danielson and Utah began with some old-school grappling reversals, with Regal praising the best friend member on commentary. Wheeler Yuta hit a stunning dropkick on the American Dragon to finally find an opening in the match. Yuta then locked in the inverted figure 4. Danielson gained back control of the match during the break as he methodically wore down Yuta. The American Dragon and Yuta were trading some chops before the best friends member kicked out of a full Nelson Dragon suplex. Danielson then unleashed multiple elbow shots and attempted to lock in cattle mutilation on Yuta, but the latter reversed its quickly. The former champ then hit a running knee, and after which Gotch-style pile driver and locked in the label lock on Yuta for the victory. This gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Really, really, really great match. For me it was slightly edged Moxley versus Lethal, and I think it's just going to be a matter of time before Yuta joins the group, and I really can't wait to see what he can do there with two established stars like Moxley and Danielson. Adam Cole then had the World Championship and Redragon had the Tag Team Championships as they addressed the fan. The Panama City Playboy said Paige, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were not present as they embarrassingly had their titles taken away from them. Moments later, Paige's music hit and he came out. He entered the ring and fought with all three performers. When he was about to hit the buckshot lariat on Cole, Redragon pulled their stablemate out the ring. However, Jurassic Express along with Christian Cage then came out to dish out some punishment as of their own as three titles were rediscovered. Decent little segment. I mean, about time they got the titles back. I know it's only been 1 week, but still. But yeah, decent little segment in the meantime. Thunder Rosa then addressed fans saying that she was the first ever Mexican origin world champion and praised AEW for putting women's wrestling on the match. She then called out Nyla Rose, telling everybody and urged her to step up. I mean, like, it's a classic first feud for a new champ. Before backstage, Cash Wheeler made FTR's intentions about winning ROH and AEW tag team titles clear. Howard laid down a challenge to the Bucks to turn the best tag team in the world. And I'm so happy we're getting a rematch for that because I think the first one definitely can be improved on. That's no sign on that match at all. Before Toni Storm made her in-ring debut against the Bunny to a loud prop. Though Storm was firmly in control of the match in the opening moments, the Bunny gained an advantage after she sent Storm face first into the post. After a break, the Storm and Bunny were trading punches, after which the former hit a lariat to find her way back into the match. The former SmackDown star then hit a boost and followed up with a fisherman suplex for a close count. The Bunny then hit the Death Valley driver on Storm for a near fall. After a few more quick reversals, Storm hit the Storm Zero to secure the decisive win. And 7 out of 10 for me. Good first match for Toni Storm, good first victory, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do in the Owen Hart Cup. Good signing for AEW. Nyla Rose then sent a warning to Thunder Rosa accepting her challenge before he got Darby versus Andrade. Even though the match had originally started, Andrade hit a top rope tornado on Darby Allin to gain the advantage. The leader of the family office then dropped the former TNT champion's face first onto the timekeeper's area. Allin then brought out the Snake Build to attack the former NXT champ as they continued brawling on the outside. Andrade then dropped Darby on the top steel steps. The former NXT champion finally enters the ring. Allin also somehow made his way into the squared circle. The Mexican star dominated on AEW. Andrade then unleashed multiple elbow drops from Allin as the latter struggled to get back into the match. Back from a break, he delivered a co-red, however, getting a close count. Allin and Andrade then began trading stats, but the latter taken down with a fierce shot. The former NXT champion tried using a belt to attack Darby Allin, but the referee took it away just in time. The two performers went to the top for a jaw-dropping crucifix, after which he locked in a Fujiwara arm roll. The Andrade family office then made an interference, allowing the former WWE star to execute a hammerlock DDT for the victory. Post-match, the Andrade family office attacked Sting and Allin. The Hardys came out to their rescue. Jeff Hardy took to the top rope from where he hit Swanton Bomb and Sarah Cassidy. And this was a really, really good ending. Andrade gets a big win and it should really put him over and hopefully elevate him in AEW. The babyface is still end on top. The Hardys look really good. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Overall this week, Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Really solid episode of Dynamite this week. Great segments and matches throughout the card, really. Definitely a strong episode as we go between the pay-per-views, still in the early cycle. This was a really good episode of Dynamite, and I think I'm already getting excited about the stories ahead of the next pay-per-view. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave thoughts, comments down below. Follow us on Instagram for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to us on the screen. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.